everybody, and welcome to the warm-up. I'm Neil Beasley, and only the strong are surviving these days as we are deep in Texas high school football playoffs. Are you strong enough? Hey, let's get you warmed up for this week's action. It's the fourth week of the postseason, which means it's time for some regional final action. Let's preview some of the key games in the lineup. They seem to meet twice a year, every year, but it's time for round 2 in 2024 of North Shore versus Atascocita. The second meeting is the one that really counts because if you lose this one, you're putting away the helmets. The last 9 times these two squads have met, it was Atascocita walking away with the L. That just shows how dominant North Shore has been over the years. Atascocita, arguably one of the top 10 6A teams in the state year after year, has not beaten the Mustangs in the last 9 matchups. The Eagles have the speed. They've shown that all year and into the postseason. Carday Mack, Torrey Blaylock, Christopher Toney, purified track speed, and they've proven they can win big or close. But the Mustangs answer that speed with possibly the best secondary in the state, led by Ohio State-bound Devin Sanchez. And the North Shore offense can jump on you early and often with 4-year starter Caleb Bailey behind center. Unsung player in this team is running back DeAndre Hardiman, who can get the tough yards and the long-distance dedications. Atascocita has the firepower to win this one. They're a few seconds away from winning the last time they met, but until they do, North Shore will always be the top dog. You want more proof that 23 6A is the best district in the state? Well, look at the 6A Division II final, where Summer Creek meets Kingwood in a rematch as well. That's right. All 4 23 6A teams are still playing in December. And when was the last time 2 teams have gone 4 rounds deep and have a game against each other where both teams are playing in their home field? Well, while you look that up, I'll tell you that's exactly what's happening here, as both the Bulldogs and Mustangs call Turner Stadium their home, and they'll face off there Saturday afternoon. Kingwood is a wonderful story as they went through the gauntlet of 23 6A and got in as the 4th seed. Then they proceeded to edge out Clear Springs and then roll over Elkins and Strake Jesuit to get to this regional final. However, right now, Summer Creek is on a whole nother level. The Bulldogs' defense is incredible, had no problem with their playoff road. Katie Jordan was thought to be a problem for the Bulldogs, but the Warriors trailed Summer Creek 28-7 before they even knew what hit them. Summer Creek has beaten Kingwood by 4 scores already this year, so they will be the heavy favorite this week.
The warm-up is brought to you by the Houston area Chevy dealers. Come in and test the all-new Silverado today. And by DQ for treats and eats before and after the game. Also by Parker University. Check out our bachelor's degree in strength and human performance today. The Big 12 and SEC are heading to Houston for the 2024 Kinder's Texas Bowl at NRG Stadium on New Year's Eve. Join the wait list now at thetexasbowl.com.
We caught up to a big-time athlete from the Houston area in this week's Recruiting Trail.
Deyjhon Pettaway. I play defensive back. Something I'm looking forward is hard coaching. I feel like me as a player, I'm coachable, so I could take hard coaching. I feel like that's what I need as a player in order for me to improve. The way I want to fit into A&M college program is like I want to be coached hard and I want to feel like a family environment. On the field, I'm probably doing a lot of trash talking. I'm probably picking my teammates up and just focusing on the scheme, doing my 1 and 11 job. One thing I want the fan base to know about me is I'm very funny and I'm a chill guy, man. And like all I do is play football, play video games, and I'm probably with my girlfriend. One thing I want to accomplish, I want to be an All-American. The legacy I want to leave here at Paetow is that no matter what you're going through, you can always find a way through and just keep pushing, keep working, and the grind's gonna make itself, and just believe in God and just always give all glory to God.
The warm-up is brought to you by the Houston area Chevy dealers. Come in and test drive the all-new Silverado today. And by Randall's, fresh foods, local flavors. Also by the UPS store, be unstoppable.
There are so many more big games this week in the regional finals, so here's a preview of some other huge matchups in the hype. We've got a couple of rematches in the Region 3 5A finals. First, it's LaPorte taking on Angleton for a second time in the Division 1 final Saturday afternoon at NRG Stadium. LaPorte took that one 35-28, so they'll be looking for the sweep. It was Angleton's only loss of the season. As the playoffs have shown, a lot of teams have trouble with LaPorte's wing tee offense the first time they face it. This will be the second time, though, so we'll see what adjustments Jason Brittens has for his Wildcats defense to make up for that one-score difference. Angleton sweated out one last week against College Station, as the Wildcats ended up winning in the last minute of play with a short touchdown pass. Deshaun Sanders has been the man to make the big play when needed for Angleton, and he'll be looking to do it again Saturday. How about LaPorte's offensive line, though? They're opening up ridiculous holes for Tyrese Barnes, Sean Simon, and Ricky Sandoff, and those guys are taking advantage. After going winless in the non-district, the Bulldogs haven't lost since. This game could be just as great as their first meeting, if not better. In 5A Division 2, it's Iowa Colony and Richmond Randall for a second time. Randall beat the Pioneers 30-10 in their first matchup, and before last week's 14-point win, Iowa City was Randall's closest competition. That just goes to show the dominance of a program that is only a couple years old. The Lions are led by running back Landon Williams-Callis, but it's not just him. Tyler Skrabanek has been solid behind center, and special teams has been a factor as well. Sean Smith housed a punt return last week in their tough win over Brenham. Iowa Colony went back and forth with Fort Bend Marshall before pulling away by 10. The Pioneers' loss to Randall was the only L on the ledger for Iowa Colony. Maybe they picked up a thing or two that they can work on for this meeting. Quarterback Carson White and tailback Jaden Warren are the playmakers for the Pioneers, and they'll need them to be on top of their game if they want to advance to the state semifinals. Hey, that'll do it for today's show. Thanks for joining us. We hope you are now warmed up for some excellent playoff Round 4 football this weekend.